Eric Ngang is a renewable energy expert. He looks at the stakes surrounding energy generation and usage.
Now, first of all, our project was geared towards improving the value chain in the vegetable and fruit sector by trying these food resources that are abundant in Garua Bulai so that it becomes available all season. But when we started looking at the plans that were in place, we realized there was a huge gap in accessing energy to be able to power the drying units which we were establishing. And then we found an energy source which was not valued, the availability of cow dung that had high energy value, which we tapped, and we decided to develop a biodigester alongside the food drying unit. And of course, not only tapping the energy potential of that waste, but actually protecting the environment. And you'll see that with building the biodigester, we've been able to cut off at least 150 kilograms of cow dung that will obviously go into the environment and contribute to generation of methane that goes to exacerbate the greenhouse effect. So that's why we made use of that potential that was existing there to be able to build a biodigester, which is one of the pilots in that area, and we hope that with the results we've had on the ground be able to motivate us to do some more biodigesters where we have these resources abundant. I think the council, the Garua Bulai Council, headed by the female mayor, has been very receptive to this project. And of course, when we did the environmental studies, which culminated to the environmental impact notice and the certificate of conformity, I think we worked very closely with the Ministry of Environment and Sustainable Development, and of course the local council team, and they were very receptive. First of all, as I said, we were focused on building the drying unit, but found that huge potential that exists in there, which the people had not realized. And so by tapping that, the people realized, so the authorities realized, well, this was a potential that was lying there, and they found value in what we were doing. And we think what we've put in place is going to help to contribute to addressing the environmental challenges and also the issue of accessing energy in that locality. Well, let's look at the national policies on environmental protection, specifically greenhouse gas emissions. The government of Cameroon, the state of Cameroon, after the Paris Declaration, said they were interested in cutting emissions by 32% from multi sectors, agriculture, industry, etc. Now, when we look at the agriculture sector, take the animal production sector, and take the butcheries in the country, a small council like Garua Bulai butchers or slaughters 30 cows a day. When we come to Yaoundé, the slaughterhouse at Itudi slaughters 500 cows a day. Now, take during the feast period, that runs about 2 days, 150 cows a day in Garua Bulai, and it runs to close to 1,000 or more in Yaoundé. And so each cow produces about 25 kilograms of waste, and that's a huge energy source. And so just with about 100 cows, you can actually power a biodigester of 50 meters square. So if we can look at through the country, and every other council or locality has a little slaughterhouse that generates this energy source, which is abundant. And so if we can harness this potential nationally, you can see the significant contribution that the biodigesters are making in reducing emission, in improving access to energy, in enhancing environmental protection itself, in curbing greenhouse gas emissions, and in helping the national government meet its policy on emissions reduction by 2030. There are so many benefits. Before you get that raw dung in there, it's potentially dangerous. When you leave it there, the methane that is emitted goes to the atmosphere, as I said, and contributes to greenhouse gas emissions. Now, when we get it into the biodigester and extract the energy, the pit, the residue that comes out is nearly inert. We can actually use that to produce feed. We can use that for compost, which is of high value, and you can actually produce organic food, which is needed globally. If we want to improve our export values, we need to go organic and produce organic food that is free of fertilizers, with a high use of conventional fertilizers now. So we have that huge benefit of having compost that comes out, peat that comes out, that can actually go straight to the farms. Can it actually help us even reverse the negative impacts of the rampant use of fertilizers by reinstating the normal state of the soil which we've polluted with fertilizer. So those are some of the benefits. And of course, once we tap that into the biodigesters, you have very we have we address the aesthetic value of those sites where you see now. If you go to the butchery sites, they are all eyesores. The odors and the visibility of those areas are all marked. So if we can harness that, pull that together into biodigesters, we are actually making a significant contribution